Danganronpa.
Yo, anyone hear me? Now, I know it's nighttime for some of y'all, late in the morning for the East people, East Coast people. But to everyone else, man, I wanted to welcome y'all. Making the scene up on the scene when Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. I don't celebrate Christmas, but despite that, I want to say happy holidays to ones that do. You know, if you spend time with your family, do so. I'm away from my family. I'm all the way in freaking Virginia. My family members pretty much is back at Pennsylvania, PA. I moved down south. I'm ready to get this little stream started. Now, last time I stopped, I was right next to the trial, so we're gonna go straight into the real depth of the game. Let's get it. Oh, boy. Hey, where did Pico go? Or I should say Petco. He looks pretty pale.
Wow.
If she made it, then I'm sure she's fine. Beyond that, it'd be more important for me to say. Huh? Alright, so I get out of here. They're all up on my case. No pun intended. For real.
Yep.
Okay, looks like you pretty much finished looking around the old building.
Hey.
So how about we check about Byakuya's cottage? Byakuya's cottage?
Yep.
There might be clues there, so I thought it'd be good to check it out just in case. But I was scared I might encounter some danger if I went there by myself. Well, I don't really mind going there together, but aren't you worried about the possibility that I might be that danger?
Hey.
You mean, am I worried about you being a killer? To be honest, I don't think you're the killer. In fact, I can't even imagine it. It's like, instead of living with doubt in others, it's so much better to die believing in them. Don't talk like that. You're doing this so you can live, you know?
I see.
As I thought, you sure are strong. You're definitely the chosen one, chosen by Holy Spirit pattern.
Alright!
Then let's get going to Byakuya's cottage. Yeah, I don't know why, but every time we talk, I don't really know how I'm supposed to react. The moment I left the old building, there was a strange scene unfolding before me.
Hey, what are you doing?
What's going on, Shiaki? My man right there is creepy edgy. At nighttime, I would be like, yo, whose mans is this?
What am I doing, you say? Ha! Now that is truly a foolish question.
I bet you right now y'all can't even see me.
We're just checking to see if we can get under the floor from here.
Oh yeah?
Under the floor? Why?
Who said it was futile? Who decided it was impossible?
Nobody.
How did you know I cannot recover my earring?
If it is possible to get under the floor, it'll change our understanding of the murder, I think.
Suppose you're right.
So I thought it was important to check it.
I see.
I see, under the floor, huh? I never considered thinking of it like that. What do you mean?
See?
Come on, think about it.
Hey.
The carpet I made didn't reach the table where we found Byakuya's body, right? Yeah. And the dining hall floor had huge gaps between the floorboards. Then it's possible that the killer killed Byakuya by stabbing him from beneath the floor.
Yep.
That's what I thought. So I'm trying to see if we can get under it from here. Well, I guess it's not possible to get under the floor from outside. The building is surrounded by film fences, so there's no way to sneak under the floor from here.
But
Even so, I couldn't find a way to get under the floor from inside the building either. Do you think there's a possibility that there's a hidden hole somewhere?
well,
No, that's not possible. Are you sure? At any rate, it seems you can't get under the floor from the outside the building. That's a relief. Relief? Why? Because if you can get under the floor from the outside, then the only one logical function. The only person who didn't come to the party also doesn't have an alibi. Being Fujihiko. Oh right, Fujihiko.
So,
I suspected him too. That's why I was checking to see if it's possible to get under the floor from outside.
well,
Speaking of which, not long after I began guarding the entrance, Fujihiko came here. Huh? He did?
huh?
Huh? What happened to you, Hiko?
huh?
Oh, hey, what are you doing here, all alone at a place like this?
Yep.
I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside.
Huh.
Heh, how diligent of you.
Hey, hey.
You're not coming to the party?
What are you saying?
Hell no, not even if you paid me. Parties are stupid. Make me wanna cheat. You wanna come to the party, right? Isn't that why you came here? Of course not. I'm just going for a Rick walk. What, do I have to report you every time I wanted to go for a Rick walk?
That's wrong.
No, it's not like that, but... But leave me alone. And then he just left. So that happened. But why did he come here?
See?
He probably wants to be a part of the group, but he can't be honest about it. He believes he's different from everyone else. That's why he's always alone. Who is he telling?
Hey, hey.
He's like the main character of an RPG. He don't stop playing. I'ma give Fujihiko the RPG. You feel what I'm saying? Clap. Straight. I mean, this is that real work. Have you played those before? Huh? When did we start talking about video games?
I see.
Even though we don't really know what he's thinking, I don't think we have any reason to doubt him.
I'm glad.
That's a relief. I'm glad. You keep saying you're glad, but you have no idea who the killer is. Well, I guess for now we should. He was mad. He was tight. But for a slight instant, he was tight. He said, "I don't think no one did it, man. Why have he about to really sock me? Get out of here, man. Nagito, you had no hands for it." So I guess for now we should stick to the plan and head over to Byakuya's cottage. As long as the possibility is greater than 0, that will suffice.
I have not unleashed even half of my power
I
yet.
will most assuredly claim the Hellhound Aaron as my own 2 halves. Now, it seems he has no intention of investigating. Okay. So I already talked to Chiaki. I might talk to Fujihiko. Just because I'm an a-hole. What the hell? Didn't I tell you to leave me alone? That's not happening. Did you hear Monokuma's announcement? Of course I did. Apparently Byakuya is the one who got killed. So what? What did you say? Do you think I'm the killer? Think whatever you want. I'm used to being mistrusted. That's not why I'm... Whatever. Just tell me what you're doing while everyone else is at the party.
Huh?
Checking my alibi, man. Well, I don't have one. I was just chilling in my cottage all by myself during that time. The whole time, huh? Because Chiaki said she saw you in front of the old building.
Shut up!
Noisy Rick.
Jeez.
It's true I went for a little walk, and then just by chance I ended up passing by the old building. Were you really going for a walk? Don't tell me you were actually trying to join the party.
Don't fuck with me!
Why the Rick would I do that? It's coincidence. A coincidence. Alright, I got it. Chill out, man. I'm looking at you right now. Relax. Dumb brick. Go back and look at me.
Alright.
Now then, you must head over to Byakuya's cottage. If you get lost, check the map in the student handbook. That's be fine. This is the woman's cottage. Okay. Huh? It's locked.
Hey.
I guess we need to ask him for help. And so Nagito took a deep breath.
Hey!
Monokuma!
Did you call me?
Yeah, bulldog! Oh man, you the bane of every bear's existence, dog. You call me? Nagito, when did you train Monokuma?
Hey.
Hey, Monokuma, I was wondering if you could do us a favor. There's something we want to investigate.
What's this?
Hey, who are you talking to? That's just my actor. I got like serious. My actor image is unleashed.
What?
I could even play soccer by myself as long as I have this training. So it'd be boring to play alone. I don't have time for this. Just hurry up and open Byakuya's cottage already.
Well,
this is for the class trial. Something we really need. The class trial?
This is troubling.
Just for the class trial, there's no way I can refuse. Now, there's only one thread I can open these doors.
Loose!
La loose! You thought you was giving me a shout out, but you said my name wrong.
I'll leave the rest to you.
See, I unlocked the door. Now you can investigate to your heart's content. Why does it open with a magic spell?
jeez.
It's probably powered by electricity. At any rate, that performance was a waste of time. I see. I guess we should go inside then.
You're right.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Byakuya will never return to this room again. There's an envelope on the table. It's a letter someone sent to Byakuya.
That's weird.
There's no sender that looks pretty suspicious.
Hajime.
You should check what's inside. Yeah, you're right. Let's see. Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone. Woo! Oh, now we got ourselves some decent plot going on. Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. So careful. Probably a threatening letter. Regardless, who would send something like this? Maybe.
Hey.
This is why Byakuya said he decided to throw a party. Huh? The first kill will happen tonight because someone made this threat to Byakuya. He gathered everyone in one area and was extremely cautious about all the dangerous items. He was trying to create a scenario in which everyone could monitor him. He thought if he did that, nobody would be able to kill anyone. So he believed this crazy letter?
But
He couldn't ignore the possibility of this happening. Even if it was just a worst case scenario.
hey,
Remember what Byakuya kept saying, how he didn't let anyone become a victim. He couldn't overlook that same possibility just to keep his promise. Then why would he keep this secret if he had to just told us?
nope.
He probably couldn't. He probably thought that was the worst case scenario. What do you mean? Everyone knew that what was in this letter, whether it was a lie or not. Everyone would likely begin to doubt each other. And at that point, there'd be no turning back. So So Byakuya tried to do something about this all by himself without telling anyone?
Yep.
The strong sense of responsibility is the only explanation I can think of. Anyway, whoever sent Byakuya this letter also killed him. Is that what you're saying?
Sorry.
No, it could be a prank, and it might have nothing to do with Byakuya's death at all. What was that? He suddenly became really quiet. I see. He doesn't want to believe one of us could be a killer. But still, we come all this way here, and it's the only thing I can think of. The person who wrote this letter murdered Byakuya. If that's the case, that person completely predicted how Byakuya would react once he received it, right? They planned to manipulate Byakuya and kill him right before our eyes, in that old building. You're rich, why would he do that? Ooh.
Hey,
Honey, there's probably not much time left until the class trial starts. Probably. This reminds me, you asked Mihiru for a favor earlier, right? Yeah, I want her to find out where everybody was staying just before the blackout. Probably finished by now. You're coming with me, right?
sorry.
Sorry, that's all you. Huh? I need some time alone. I'd like time to collect my thoughts. I see. I understand.
Hey,
Also, if you're going back to the old building, you should hear what Mikan has to say as well. I think the result of her autopsy should be ready by now.
bye now.
I'll see you later. He was pretty pale. I wonder if he's okay. But now isn't the time for me to worry about Nagito. There isn't much time left. I better hurry over to the old building. Alright, y'all. Again, some progress going on. You gotta look at Mikan's autopsy, and you gotta talk to Mihiru for, a picture of the blackout. Moto, what the f you want, man? Crazy behind Bunny. Slick head behind Pink Bunny. Cotton candy sweet behind Bunny. Too cool. It's too cool. I don't care. Oh yeah, I might as well ask her about the old building windows. Hey, do you have a sec? I want to ask you something. I don't wanna help you guys mistrust your friends. What the hell? It's not like we're doing this because we want to. No, not at the time to fight about stuff like that. More importantly, do you know why the old building's windows are covered by iron plates? Huh? Iron plates? I covered them up so nobody makes the mistake of going inside. It's dangerous because of the renovation. I see, the renovation. So that's why you cover them up. Because it's dangerous to go inside. Danger isn't supposed to exist on this island. Isn't how it's supposed to be. But why did it get like this? It's too cruel. Too cruel. Just because it's cruel doesn't mean you can't just keep crying like that. Crying won't solve anything. You have to do this no matter what, Eric. Back in the back. What the? In the common room? The hell we got loud voices now? It's in the common room for sure.
Huh?
I feel so lighthearted right now. I'm Kameru Nidai. I've been reborn. I have no intention of losing anyone. Losing to who? I won't lose to anyone. Not even to my past self. That sounds cool and all, but what are you even talking about?
Shit!
I'm not saying that, y'all. He said it himself. What? Yeah, I don't know who was behind it, but someone tried to take a rip out of me. Some scoundrel was occupying the bathroom before the party was about to start. Now you mention it, you said something like that shortly after the party started. I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
Jeez!
However, do you think I'd be angered by something like that? You all underestimated my nerve and patience.
Oh!
You through all and archive all the ones present of mine. That is the goal of a true leader. See? In other words, a leader must never falter in any situation, but always have the patience of one's mind. He says that, but I'm pretty sure he was shaken up by the whole ordeal. Oh well, that's what they're going to. Anyway, so you're saying the bathroom door was shut from before the party started to after the blackout?
So what I mean
And the
is...
bathroom was finally unoccupied after Byakuya's body was found. That's about how long that lasted. What he said sounds stupid and irrelevant, but I should remember it all just in case.
Amazing!
Okay, whatever. We already established that it's called a fire door. Whoop-de-dang-do. I already talked to you. I already talked to you. You hear me? What's up?
Hey!
Hey, you here? What the hell do you want her off to? I wasn't wandering around investigating as much as I could. I see. Well, if you aren't slacking off, then I guess it's fine. So, did you find anything? Yeah, sort of. You don't sound too sure.
Hey,
Well, just take a look at me. Just as you told me, using the second photo, 2 photos I took before the blackout. I tried to pinpoint where everyone was standing, and I did. This diagram was the result. This is everyone's standing position before the blackout. Everyone's pretty much in the diagonal. I made this diagram for analyzing those photos, so I'm pretty sure it's accurate. Just as I thought, Byakuya was standing on far distance from that table. It's impossible. There's no way he'd be able to move that far during the blackout. Huh? Is this line extending from the table where Byakuya was killed? It's the desk lamp. I drew the power cord for it just in case. The power cord for the desk lamp? If that cord is extending from the table where Byakuya was killed, that means...
hey,
So, did you find something? It's not clear to me yet, but... I guess you're right. I didn't really understand it myself when I was wrong. I have a feeling that it's either a potential clue, or just a waste of labor. No, it isn't a waste at all.
huh?
It's not clear to me yet, but there's no mistake that a clue is hidden there. It's extremely important. If you'd like, I can tell you a little bit of what I want to say. Did you find out anything? I tried within reason to perform an autopsy on Byakuya's body,
Well,
and I discovered that there were several punctured wounds around Byakuya's chest and abdominal region. Deep wounds, deep enough to reach his lungs and internal organs. It can be assumed that a very thin, sharp object around 5 millimeters in diameter was used to stab him over and over again, which is what I believe. Relax. I'm not doing that again, y'all. That just sounds creepy. Hey, are you okay? I'm sorry. Talking about it made me sad. No need to push yourself. I mostly got the gist of what you were trying to say. Or want to say. I'm sorry. No, stop it. Apologies. Still, around 5 millimeters in diameter, huh? Isn't that pretty thin? That's as thin as an ice pick. Or an owl.
Alrighty, guys! It's finally time! That's right! It's time for the long-awaited class trial!
Let's get it.
Now then, I shall tell you all the meeting place. At the central island of Jabberwock Island, there is a mountain with my adorable face carved into it.
Oh, I'm sure you was very conceited when you made it.
That, my friends, is Monokuma Rock.
Uh-huh.
Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance.
Yeah.
I'll see you soon.
You got bars? Poo-hoo-hoo. I'll see you soon. I see you trying to spit that real bear bars. A mountain with a carving of Monokuma's face at the Central Island? Y'all here. Real Mortal Kombat this, man. Honey, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! GX in a nutshell, man. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Game on, get your game on. Motherfucker. We told us together at a place called Monokuma Rock. I had a feeling there was a rocky, mountainous place over there. Oh, okay. Whatever. Just gonna have to go all the way to Central Island and go straight rock with this so-called trial. Give me a break here. Here we go, Monokuma Rock. Presidential, man.
Huh?
Are you kidding me?
Hey, what the heck is that mountain? When did that get there? Never mind that. How did they even make a mountain shaped like Monokuma? That story might be true after all. There might be an enormous organization involved in all this. You mean what Monokuma said before, right?
You are right.
Yup, we still need his knowledge. I still can't believe he's dead. Come on, Ibuki, relax. You have no tough skin. What happened to Gunhead and Fumihiko? Now that you mention it, it appears they aren't here yet.
I got it!
I know! They probably ran away!
No way!
Oh, hell no! There's no way! I let them escape, you know? Look, I dragged this one back over here.
Don't fuck with me!
I'm telling you, let me go!
Hey! Come on now!
That's violence. I might just eat you up. Oh! Actually, we know you're a girl. Whatever.
Hey!
Fumihiko, what are you doing all this time?
Huh?
Nothing. I wasn't doing anything. I was just chilling in my room when I suddenly heard that fat Rick got killed. What are you saying? Stop the saying, man. Who the Rick cares about that anyway?
You.
You. How can you say something so irresponsible?
Do you understand?
We're doing our best to investigate this murder, even though we don't want to, just to survive.
Wait!
Really, that's enough. You too, Fumihiko. Dumb Rick. I guess we're waiting for Gunhead.
What happened?
Sinner.
Now then, let us begin.
Remember this well. A main character arrives when he attempts to. Huh?
Hey.
Thank you, main character material. If I did, then I'm right.
Well now.
Alright, now that everyone's all together, let's take the secret entrance to the trial field.
Wait!
Please, wait a second.
What's this?
My mom, Monomi. Just what are you doing here? Nobody asked you.
What?
Do you actually want to join in?
You masochistic mascot!
Do you want to taste how powerless you are at the class trial? You're even a bigger masochist than I thought.
Special breeding service!
Oh well, I'm a big brother who's dope on his little sister. I shall allow you special participation.
See ya later!
I'll go on ahead and wait for you guys. So hurry over.
Huh?
He told us to come, but how do we get there? I don't see any doors or vehicles.
What's going on?
He mentioned something about a secret entrance. Was it? Secret entrance? Top of the head. Pause. Hey, what the? Something's shaking. This is dangerous, everyone. Please get down. Something came out.
No way.
Could it be? You telling us the enemy?
What?
Such a suspicious aura. Even Crimson Shield Elephant Mega Z is trembling with fear. That's so totally suspicious.
Hey!
Look, seriously. Just forgive me already. Huh? Why was she acting like Recon? Hey, why don't we just stop here? I mean, none of this is real anyway. Like, not even remotely.
Wait, no way!
There's no way we'll find the killer.
Stupid!
Complaining won't get us anywhere. If you're really a man, then man up for God's sake. We've come this far. We have no choice but to keep moving forward. You're right. There's nowhere for us to run. We need to do it. If that's everyone's decision, I'll just follow you guys.
Yep.
If this was a video game, it'd be a very high difficulty level. Let's do our best to clear the game. Taken with fear and nervousness, I hesitantly lifted my feet and stepped onto the escalator. I won't think anymore. If I think, I'll run away. All I can do was stare upward intensely as the escalator carried me. And when each of us entered the Monokuma Rock, I was like, duh, because that's what it is. Now you have that ready.
Huh?
This is an elevator. I see this entire rock is an elevator. Once again, Monokuma is doing what he pleases.
However,
If he's going like this far to make something like this, I don't think he's playing around. Even so, we're going pretty deep. Right. I heard an unnerving chattering sound inside my head. I soon realized it was the sound of my teeth. All I can do was purse my lips tightly so everyone else could hear it. There we were, listening to the unpleasant roars as the elevator plunged deeper and deeper into the earth. Some time passed before the elevator finally finished descending, and then the elevator door slowly opened.
Welcome!
Okay, welcome! Ta-da! This is the class trial field. How you like it? It's a special place where we decide our fate.
Right, you!
What the hell is he thinking? Locking us in a real Rick looking place like this.
Don't fuck with me!
Are you real Rick? Lady, don't mess with me, you're Rick. All you do is curse when you Hiko. Dang, after a while can you chill out? Dang, I could not write bars with you. All you do is mess it up. Complain all you like. I'm used to it by now. Come on, you're wasting your time and energy. Hurry up and take this seat where your names were written. It looks like everyone knows. Even if you try to resist, you won't change a thing. It's another criminal order. You walk toward the seat where it be outside. From this point on, you need to find out who's still behind you. The offspring of the approaching, Yakio Togama. He was overly critical, arrogant, and condescending. He also had a strong sense of responsibility. As he was managing, he accepted his role as leader and tried very best to keep the role. A guy like him got murdered. The person who did it is one of us. I can't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. But it's really true. You need to find out by any means possible. Be kind of body. Split up like. Let's do it like. Split up like. Bring it up like. Take it higher like. Yeah! Let me stop. Because that's our only option. There is no way for us to survive unless we sacrifice the killer. And so, this life-threatening trial, along with hope and despair, has begun. I got everything. I can't look at my true bullets. I just get 10 out of 7 seconds. Keep it pushing.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Okay.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
He's funnier in the first game. Who done it?
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Such a cruel rule!
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely! There's no doubt that the blackened is lurking among you!
It looks like we're about to get into some real crazy stuff, y'all. I want everybody to know, whoever's going to start off streaming, I mean, I'm no real inspiration myself when it comes to doing this, but if there's one thing you need to take heed of, drink water. No sponsorship. You probably can't even see it right now. Alright, let's get it.
Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it?
Open my face, Morikuma, what's up?
Favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
You hate me that much?
Cause you're soft. Let me stop.
Now, let's begin!
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Were you even listening to the rules?
Right, you over here, you all about that action, like, you over here to try to figure out who done it. We gotta use our mental capacity in this one, I kinda.
Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
That's a fact. Somewhat.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit. You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway,
It means what it means.
why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds? The most pressing issue on our minds? Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath a table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
The reason why Byakuya's body was discovered under the dining hall table. We can start with that, but ultimately, we need to find out who murdered him. We can't do that. No, thinking about if is a waste of time. We have to do this, no matter what. So the class trial has finally started. From this point on, I will provide simple tutorials at a very important moment. I'm sorry, but please excuse my ear-tainting rudeness. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, all of your classmates will speak one after the other, without any breaks. Up to you to reveal lies or mistakes contained in their statements. This means you'll have to use your teeth to repeat what they say. Out of all the truth of this, you will find during the investigation any development will be loaded into the truth chain. Use the mouse to move the vertical. Then fire with the left mouse button. Take close attention to each other's statements and choose your truthful stories. Ask the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during the argument, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Let's get it then.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
Okay.
After the killer murdered Byakuya, they probably moved the body there.
Huh? Why? Obviously by hiding the body. They tried to delay its discovery! Like a dog burying a bone!
Huh? What you just said was strange. It's clearly contradicts the information I know.
Why was Byakuya's body in a place like that?
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
After the killer they probably moved the body there. No, that's wrong.
But it was under that table. Specifically, that's where the killing is supposed to happen.
No, I don't think the killer moved the body.
It was there the whole time.
Huh? Why?
Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table.
Right.
Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
Exactly.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
Oh, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
Nope.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
Yeah, like you're gonna be the one to help.
I respond better to praise, you know.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
Dang right.
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed. Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
You gotta have a clear mind when you think about playing these games, y'all. I may not respect it. Maybe y'all don't. Yeah, maybe y'all don't respect playing games like this, and I like action games. But I like action games too. But y'all can see that I'm using my noodle. You feel me?
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Cause I'm top ramen out here, man.
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always...
There you go.
Maybe he panicked during the blackout and dove under the table.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean he'd dive under the table.
Right.
The reason why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
Trying to make sure there was no one getting killed. The reason Byakuya dove under the table is connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, and it's probably... That sounds correct, though. I think that's
Crap!
The reason Byakuya dove under the table is connected to what Byakuya was doing under the party, and it's probably the body discussion. Now, for AC, not the two goggles, it does impose. Which room? Tablecloth territory. What could it be? That's it.
Crap!
The reason he dug under the table. Why would he dug under the table? I can't think. I've got to scatter it.
Crap!
Oh, maybe that would be it. Gotta think clearer. Think, John, think. Okay, if it wasn't from the noise, not the iron plates. Okay, so think of this way. What was connected to the party at all times? Remember thread, not the cheek. What it could be.
Crap!
What reason would you have?
I can prove it with this. It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there, so in order to get it, he moved under the table.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items,
I did not think of the
so I
knife.
cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
For example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial!
During the previous statement, there is only one weak spot. But from this point on, there will be various weak spots standing in the way. No matter how many weak spots there will be only one lie or contradiction in the debate at a time. This means there will be a false weak spot. There will be false weak spots. If you shoot a false weak spot with a truth bullet, not only will you fail to repeat what you said, but you will also lower your trust for everyone. And your influence gauge will take damage. If your influence gauge is good, you will fail. Yes, fail. stage for you to progress the argument slowly. Please do whenever you feel like the victim are moving too fast for you to handle. However, do not consume the focus stage. This does consume the focus stage, so please be careful. You press the escape key during the argument, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table.
Right?
During the blackout.
Uh-huh.
That sounds correct.
Okay.
If that's the case... During the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black! It was so dark I couldn't see my food. Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
Yes, he could.
I doubt he could have seen the killer.
When you get a switch... Yeah, I could have been...
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table. During the blackout. That sounds correct.
If that's the case, during the blackout, he must have seen the killer.
But it was super pitch. It was so dark I couldn't... Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
No, that's wrong!
The night vision goggles easily could have been what you needed to see.
No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table. He could have seen what was happening.
Uh-huh.
So, are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Yeah.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
What are you talking about, okay? I know.
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
Other way around?
Oh, wow.
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Why do you say that? Were you surprised by Miharu's sudden argument? Between you and me, I was also surprised. Just kidding, I'm sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown. In this mode, you will have to counter the other person's claim, draw out their weak spots, and argue against them. Each counter the other person's remarks with the WASD. Based on the shape of the remarks, it is important to know whether to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonally. Based on that, you can skew the debate view to your advantage. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it is skewed towards their advantage. And from the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, remember that shows the starting of the counter is displayed. Okay, this is the number of times you can cut remarks during the one round of the debate. Other parties' argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. If that happens, they will end up divulging some weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will evenly towards the other party's advantage, but it's going to be very clear. Oh! What? Just like a regular debate, please repeat any weak spots with a left mouse button. Of course, if you do not have the correct tooth blade, you will not be able to cut an informant's remark. Huh? What's a tooth blade? I'm terribly sorry. It appears there has been a delay in contacting you. I will make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes this for a troll. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. That's about it. There won't be any other changes to your handbook's menu. Only the name is changed, but don't you think a change in terrain support? You press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Alright, good luck and have fun.
If you just use common sense, the killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene. Because if they used night vision, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Oh, crap. Thank you.
Damn it!
If you just use comics, the killer obviously used those night vision. That's gotta be
No,
it.
it can't be it. Because he took everything before we got to the party, that's why.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's what happened. So those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
There you go.
Allow me to cut through those words! No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Definitely? But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, we found a smaller case for storing the night vision goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well.
That, and he took everything else.
Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
Sword, of course.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case.
Right.
Since he was carrying it around before the blackout in the first place.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too? If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
What are you talking about, female?
Ew! You totally mean that in a perverted way.
Too much. The knife was bought in the Duralumin case along with the night vision goggles too? That's not possible. The night vision goggle was hidden in the dining hall when the party started. I should be able to prove it. Okay?
I see! There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape?
Yep.
They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Much.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid? Not only did he bring a self-defense kit, but he had night vision goggles inside the case too.
Yeah.
That's true. He went above and beyond being a little cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well.
Oh, so.
It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
It's a fact.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
Get out of here, Gunham. You funny as crap.
You think so too, right, Hajime?
I know so, a-hole. Let's talk about it. It's that time.
I can prove it with this.
Let's go.
Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Let's get it. Be careful. The first kill will happen tonight. Now, Mama, read me.
The hell is this? Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
Yeah, and whoever did this to him gonna keep his work.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
Jordan did.
Those are still lies! It doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw a party because of the letter.
What do you mean?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other.
Right?
In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone?
Byakuya's trying to be on his, I'ma save everyone's head. Nickel back.
I see. Strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Right.
Well, obviously, the killer.
Killer. Is it really one of us? Who is it? Among us, who's the one who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
Facts. Still, I can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
Go ahead, Sonia.
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles.
What's up, Sonia?
If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
No, the killer definitely used a mark. And because of this mark, the killer... tablecloth or glowing paint.
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
Possibly.
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
Too much.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark.
Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
Yup.
That seals it. The killer is whoever was in the office with the circuit breaker. Which means it was you! Pekoyama!
Pekoyama.
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers?
I'm not the killer.
Right.
Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the circuit breaker in the office.
I don't care about a technicality like that. Peko's the one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
By tripping the breaker directly from the office, Peko was the only one who caused the blackout. Is that really what happened? After this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. If we can call the weak spots you shut up until now argued spots, the blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots. When shooting agree spots with truth bullets, you will need to flip your way of thinking. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies and mistakes, please follow the truth bullets that prove the other person's testimony is correct. When your truth bullets merge with their weakness, it will become a logically sound argument. Or agreement. Now, is it a little hot? Do not argue much infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated. You personally think, yeah, but you good luck and have fun.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time!
That's impossible.
Why is it impossible? Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the... That's clearly a desperate excuse!
This one looks in the techno. It's not really about... I feel I spoke to someone during the investigation totally got the professional.
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time!
That's impossible.
Huh?
Hold on, y'all. Okay. Wait, okay, I'm right.
Because I was not in the office, not even before the blackout.
There you go.
I agree with that!
Stop, though. It was in the comic, and he went to the bathroom. I remember that.
No, I think Peko is telling the truth.
Yup.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
Wouldn't blame the guy, but...
It's nothing like that at all. Nikumaru's account is actually Peko's alibi.
It's true. Someone was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started, and it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom that whole time was actually...
Peko.
Everyone else besides Peko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko.
You got it.
I guess that would be... true.
You're embarrassed, aren't you?
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier!
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you're so insensitive.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit. Oh, there's no way.
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners? Or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Don't worry, the smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
I said it's fine.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach.
Right.
Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Oh, really?
Hey, how did it feel to do your business in the dark? Just seriously, stop it.
Stop it, yeah. Yeah.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigating.
Right.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Dang.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
The question is whether Peko's stomach ache was a coincidence or if someone initially caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird. Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right? Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that.
No, it's not true.
Laxatives would ruin the taste.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating. Now that you mention, you brought food to the office, just a little bit from the dining.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
No.
No, that's wrong.
Connie ate that food too. She was fine.
No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall, because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene. Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Oh!
Cease this bickering! Let's just dismiss Pekko's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout.
Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
Yo, they talking crazy in this game, man.
Trashy skank?
Dang. As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what actually before. And we need to make it clear how the blackout occurred. I think I know how. It's the irons, right?
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Oh, crap. No.
Crap!
Who tripped the breaker and how did they... If you can't answer that, I'm gonna...
Did they throw a stone and hit...
Maybe they used a remote control?
Oh, stop.
Crap!
No remote control.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Did they throw a stone and hit...
Maybe they used a remote...
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters. Crap!
Who tripped the breaker and how did they... If you can't answer that, I'm gonna...
Did they throw a...
Maybe they used a remote...
They probably messed...
It does not have to be the... They may have tampered with...
Or maybe they caused a power surge?
I bet it's really Monokuma's fault.
By the way, I'm not a trashy skank. Who tripped the breaker and how did they... If you can't answer that, I'm gonna...
Did they throw a stone and...
The gas station in the kitchen is powered by electricity. That's why Taylor's kitchen unit is doing the blackout.
Maybe they used a remote control?
They probably messed with the breaker.
It does not have to be the breaker. They may have tampered with the power supply... Or maybe they caused a power surge?
There you go.
I agree with that. It's just as Mahiru said. The blackout was caused by a power surge. Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout.
When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah, it seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool! Hold on a second, let me speak too!
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout? That's inexcusable!
Could you at least say a little bit more what he's doubting?
irons in the storage room caused the blackout, then for the killer to turn the irons on. You're saying they went all the way to the storage room? And that means everyone when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
No, just because people were in the dining hall doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to get the iron, then the killer had to go to the storage room before and turn on the iron. Now do you intend to take back what you said?
It's true that the iron was responsible for blackout, but I shouldn't be telling you.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused the blackout.
There you go.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Timer also did it too. Now we're cooking.
The irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
Yeah.
The air conditioners!
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham Hands died around that time too!
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout. I see! I understand! Indubitably!
Indubitably?
They probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Talk about being influenced like a flock of flames.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about it.
Dun dun dun! Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet!
Talk to him, Mahiru.
I couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. Even so, I feel regret.
Sorry, Pekka.
So sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
It's alright. You don't have to worry. Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols of hope like you guys.
Okay, Kid Cuisine, relax. Huh?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all. In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Nagito? What happened to you?
Right.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident. For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right? Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building. What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
Fortunately, it's the truth.
You've got some brain, man.
Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer. But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
You're changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
Oh, now he's talking wild.
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
What's up with you?
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with you.
What?
Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior.
I swear your mama will kill you.
Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is.
What you mean?
I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too! Please, take me home already! I want to go home and eat candy!
Crap.
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Cry?
Everyone calm down.
Right, calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already. There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong. I think.
Did you say something?
We've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
Okay, Chiaki. You may be low-key Kyoko.
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
I see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Before? She asked me how the killer got close to that table. Even if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint, in order to do that, they needed to get close to that table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. Mahiru's diagram might be useful here.
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right? Here it is.
As I thought, this diagram is the truth. Who the killer is and how they were able to move to the table in the dark. That's clearly shown in this diagram. First, we need to discuss how the killer was able to move that table in the dark. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark.
Crap! Here! The killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
Of course, there's no way they used desk lamp light. The killer actually used power cord.
I can prove it with this!
Yeah, there we go.
They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
Power cord?
All I do is pull that motherfucker and you'll lead to me to where you need to be.
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right?
Yeah.
By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table and use the glowing paint to find the knife.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Not just that. Based on the diagram, it's saying Nagato. What'd you do, my man?
You're the only one! Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A chance to hide the knife under the table?
Nagato's chance to hide the knife under the table was he was cleaning.
I see!
Nagito, weren't you cleaning the dining hall all morning?
Yep.
If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, You're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously? That's all just a coincidence!
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
Yeah. To be honest, I've always prepared a drawing because I've seen something like this happen. To go to the trouble of preparing this what you came to this time. Whoever draws the top stick with the red mark on it will be in charge of cleaning, okay? Does that sound funny?
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
Yep.
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
Oh no.
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
Something like that.
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Oh! You were talking crazy wild.
Well, just admit it already!
I mean, you already know.
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito, say something!
Yeah, say something, bro! Whoa. You look like you about to really break. What's going on here? We done messed up now. We done messed up now.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! How wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Why are your eyes like that? Like, this is not ecstasy. This is not crystal meth. This is not crack. This is not pills. You are on your own in the hills. You're not even Jack and Jill. What's going on with you?
Huh?
Those eyes. At that moment, Nagito's eyes. The darkness in his eyes shone brightly, as if layers upon layers of darkness were folded into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along. I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started.
Oh my goodness.
I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark.
Why'd you do it, homie?
And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
He does.
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, you all saw how that played out. But with the twist ending like this, I think we can all agree this ended up being a very interesting mystery.
What?
Byakuya performed admirably. Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Who's good now?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Lie? That's outrageous! There's no way someone like me could have lied to you guys.
You talking about Willis?
I understand better than anyone else that the Ultimate. Too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. Too disdainful to actually try at anything.
Oh gosh. Sometimes I feel the same like you, but relax, bruh.
I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
Whoa, relax.
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
You know about that movie, Sonia?
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
This guy, is he the real Nagito?
Hey, Nagito! If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep, I sure did. There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful to look at, right?
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
Right.
I think somewhere deep in my heart, I was probably hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for me.
Are you making fun of us?
What?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions.
Then how about that old building, old looking building near the hotel? Well, it's just clean beauty to me. I'm actually pretty good at it.
In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
She was making it seem. Making us seem this time, not making us.
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
Uh-huh. Well, not only is the storage room packed with lots of stuff, it's hard to see in there and full of cobwebs. And I was so busy cleaning the dining hall that I didn't even have time to clean the storage room. You stayed in there for a long time. I think it would be bad for your health. In that case, why don't you guard the case in the office?
Oh, I get it. If Peko was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the irons.
The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions, it was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
Huh? What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
Lucky.
I see. Well... I see!
You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
Yep.
You just relied on your luck?
It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know?
Huh? I'm lucky for that, Mark. If someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now.
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky, but it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty, just like I wanted.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
What's going on here?
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like him to get killed, the despair it brings. It's only fitting that you symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter. That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this cycle.
Please! Monokuma!
Please, wait!
Huh? The fuck?
How should I put this? It is Nagito.
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know that, but there's just something
Hey, woman.
If it's only a little, then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out. It makes me want to puke.
Shut up, Yoko. You are young, but relax.
I'm sorry.
For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
Yeah.
But we know who the killer is.
Simply listening is acceptable. However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
What are you talking about, edgy guy? This put on lines with white noise will appear to obstruct your reactions. Your true bullets will disappear if they touch these lines. Think of them as obstacles in your debate. Please take your true bullets just right so you won't get interrupted by the white noise. By the way, if this difficulty is set to gentle, white won't appear at all. In that case, all it means is this explanation to any meaning at all. No meaning whatsoever. Oh, please don't worry, I'm not going to fall into the story. You know it's meaningless. I'm going to say one more thing. Next day, you won't be able to shoot down the white noise. That would be the point of it. You press the start button during these arguments, you can read it in code. Get it.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed.
You know...
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it! He killed Byakuya with the knife he hid!
Never mind. Thanks for wasting our time, skanky bitch!
Then let's prepare to cast our votes.
I don't think time is strong, because you must know that something that constitutes time.
I think it's strange that...
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
During the search of Byakuya, after the blackout, Tyson immediately headed straight to the office. He didn't see anyone there, including Pekka. According to Recon autopsy, Byakuya sustained several punches wounds to his chest, and his wounds were affected by it. Oh, okay, got it.
He has already confessed.
You know...
That bastard Nagito, he killed Byakuya with the knife he hid!
No, that's wrong!
It's too wide for it to actually happen. Yeah, there you go.
That knife might not be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right, Nikon?
What the hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
But, based on the entry wounds on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife!
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse!
Not a whorehouse!
Hey, why are you threatening her?
Is this what you're trying to say, Nikon? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
Right.
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
Hey, Don't blame me. Mikon's the one who said it.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Nagito. Are you still hiding something?
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout, did something happen between you and Byakuya that we don't know about?
Who knows?
After all this, what else do you intend to hide?
This boy gonna be the troll of trolls.
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off.
What happened during the blackout? Ugh! If you cross your eyes like this, it gives you double vision!
Nope, not the old console, y'all, not the old console.
Don't get distracted! Our lives are at stake, you know?
Huh? Whose life is at stake?
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rule?
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth is beyond your sight. Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor? Despite the fact that it came from me?
No, that's not it.
Not it? What's not it?
The truth is beyond our sight. No, it can't be. There's still some way to find out what happened.
I can prove it with this.
Here.
Even if we couldn't see what happened in the dark, I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it. Isn't that right, Ibuki?
Oh, reals?
Don't actually surprise.
You were the one who told me, remember? How everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone, calm down! We gotta stay calm in a situation like this!
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd expect no less from the ultimate musician.
It's a good thing your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
That's her face.
You've cut me deep with your knife of truth!
Oh gosh.
However, after hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark...
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
It almost sounds like Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
Well, that's actually what happened.
Huh?
As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make. I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
He shoved you out?
Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife, but Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out.
He got shoved out from under the table before he could even grab it? Well, it sounds plausible, I mean, just from listening to what they both said at the time.
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Like that. No, actually, now that I think about it, it sounds like exactly that.
After getting shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you guys. I lost sight of the glowing paint, and I didn't even know where the power cord was. Before I realized it, the lights had come back on. Byakuya's body was lying on the table.
Hold on! Are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, the idea to throw a party, hiding the knife, setting up the blackout, it was all going according to plan. But unfortunately, my plan failed. And all thanks to Byakuya's night vision goggles. What happened after that? Even I don't know.
You failed? Then you're not the one who killed Byakuya?
Then we're right back to square one!
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth!
Meaninglessness. What other word is brimming with so much despair? But you can't give up. You need to have hope. Do your best and move forward. Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are the symbols of hope.
I ain't trying to hear it. You remind me of Makoto if he was on some type of freaking ecstasy or something. Is Nagito really not the killer? Is this guy really the Nagito I need to know? No, there's no way I can say that. I just thought I knew him. But this whole time I didn't know anything about this guy. I didn't know his true character. It's as simple as that. But now's not the time for me to dwell on that. You need to find Byakuya's killer by any means possible. Because if you don't, you will die here. Alright, let's get it. Yeah!
Well now!
Yeah! Yeah! What's this? For those of you who figured out who it is, how about we try the Death of the Killer challenge? Whoever fails to guess the right killer will have the same death money when I trust. If you guess right, I will reward you with $10 billion. $10 billion? Of course, for those who don't know who the killer is, you can just continue on.
Now then, what are you gonna do?
Left mouse button to continue on. Do you press?
And of course,
you're so evil.
Right, you in the zone, man. I think we about to go down and get some bread, but no. There's only one other person I can think of that killed him. So let's see if I'm right.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
What?
The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed. And his killer is among this group of students?
Who are you?
No, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe it. 'Cause I believe in everyone.
Oh, sure you do.
So do your best. And don't forget to save regularly.
I'm trying to hear it.
Well, what now? If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
There's still more?
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right?
Is there something wrong with that?
Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean.
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
Oh.
I'm not talking about your looks.
Huh? Because there's no blood on all these people.
I see.
Are you trying to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Yes, that's it. Because under the table, there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere, right?
Facts.
There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
This is what happens when you get engaged, y'all. This is what happens when I get engaged. Like, when you play games like this, it's more common to just, like, be amongst your own thoughts. I don't like talking too much about certain things when I'm playing a game of this kind. I just go for what my thoughts think, and I put it into action. Just wish there was someone to talk to.
If he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been? I Guess we did see something I could have used. Isn't that right, Hajime?
What? Yes, there's only one thing you could have used to block the blood splatter.
I can prove it with this! You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you...
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, getting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too?
Then, what does it mean?
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody, so there's no denying Byakuya was killed there.
But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are the same, right?
I don't understand at all!
Are you saying that that gap we saw found in that floor could be where possibly where he got stabbed? The place where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are different?
Huh? Hajime, you look like you're onto something.
Really? It sounds like a riddle. I feel like I'm onto something, but still not clear what that is.
I think I got it.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense. Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
I got it. In scenes where you have to figure out important words, the improved Hangman's Gambit will occur. The goal is to line up the right letters in order so it reveals a key word related to the incident in question. Improved Hangman's Gambit is like a little puzzle game. Various letters will be flying across the screen in all directions. There are 2 rules you must remember. 1. If 2 different letters clash, you'll take damage. 2. If 2 of the same letters clash, they will fuse. You must take 2 of the same letters clash. While you try not to see that 2 different letters clash. That is what's most important. In order to do that, you will be given a technique to catch and release. You move the reticle with the mouse and press the right mouse button while it's on the top of the letter. You can snatch the letter like a vacuum. This is what it means to catch the letter. However, you can only catch 1 letter at a time, so please be careful. When you press the right mouse button while you have a letter caught, you can shoot it whatever your cursor is aimed. This is how you release the letter. With catch and release, you can change the position of the letters and hit letters into each other. Make sure you hit the same letters so you can fuse them. So fuse letters will freeze and get ready. By pressing the right mouse button, you can blow it up and erase it. This is called firing the letters. Catch and release with the right mouse button. After you fuse them, fire with the right mouse button. That's a whole lot of right mouse buttons. However, if you just erase letters, you won't be able to clear the game. Ultimately, the main goal of improved Hangman's Gambit is completing the keyword. Display the question with the tab key and figure out what word will answer that question. About lining up the keyword, instead of pressing the right mouse button to fire the letter, please press the left mouse button. That happens at the same time the letter blows up and it is sent to the keyword list. If the sent letter is correct, it will fit in the keyword list. If it's not, the influence gauge will take damage. You must write the keyword in order based on the flying letters. Please think about the completed word. Also, if you leave the keys letter alone for a while, it will just blow up on its own. In that case, it will still damage you, so please be very careful. It took so long to explain it, but do you understand now? Yeah, let's get it. The place Byakuya got stabbed, the place where the killer was stabbed on the center. Even though it wasn't at the food, I should put aside my secret something and try to think about it. Something is coming. A little bit nearer. I have a little feeling I can see something. Under the there we go. Okay, I got it. Under the floor. There we go.
I got it!
Uh-huh. I thought so.
Got it! The killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
Under the floorboards?
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards. Where?
How? I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does know.
Either Gunhelm or Naki. That's right, I have many connected. One person here should know how to get under the floor.
You're the only one!
Yeah, also, I'm like, wait a minute.
Hey, Gundam, you dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
Are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that earring.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that Hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboards, right?
is pressing this, or are you referring to... there it is. I found it, truly. That is the Hellhound earring. It seems you got a gift for my business. I see. Confusion. Alright, how do I recover? Not with my arm being open. Where I too use a tool would probably not be too much.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes. However, it's just as the old legends say. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
Crazy.
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could it be? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation. And it'd be headed on by the time the class trial began. And that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass. But I am different. With the power of my 4 Dark Devas of destruction, it is of no concern. True, this is the evil 4th eye. Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Because he's not edgy.
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly!
Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room. One of my 4 Dark Devas of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos. A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes. After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards. And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands! Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
Then that has to be how the killer did it. If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Are you sure?
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy, like...
I'm not talking about your sound effects. You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right? So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards.
Who wasn't at the party again?
I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monami over there can be my witness, right?
Yes! This Monami over here is your witness!
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
The only person who wasn't at the party... Judging from the photo I took before the blackout... it obviously has to be him!
Yay! It's decided!
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer!
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like, I can do it?
Oh, crap.
Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
See? You're making threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
Got him, Raccoon. You always... Yo. I mean... The news, you are allowed to use silencer. I mean... silencers with the silencer. You know what I mean? You can use the silencer with the right mouse button as many times as you want. When you use the silencer, you can shoot down the white noise. Also, when you shoot down the white noise, your time limit will increase for them. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease. But ain't careful when you're using the silencer. Oh, but if the again, throw a white noise won't be at all. In that case, you will still be able to use the silencer, but that will be somewhat limited. And if you feel like doing a little bang bang, you can use it to your heart's content. Press it, yeah. Press the same key without the speed control. Let's get it. Well, this is when we can use Chiaki's account.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And I could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
No, that's wrong!
You now remember that part. Get it.
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right.
Huh? What happened for you, Hiko? Oh, hey. Yeah, we already know.
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Shut up!
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside. And he came to spy.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Ooh.
Oh,
no! Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
Then someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
Yes.
During the party. It was probably during the blackout.
Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like there's something I overlooked. For clarity's sake once again.
It appears we're getting close to the final stage. The blackened or the spotless? Which is superior? I think it's time to settle this.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that, it's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
For the pain, I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
No. Wow, this is right. It should be some sort of light.